070707, and welcome everyone to Frameshift Live. This is number 29.
29.
29.
Nearly 30.
My age, Sally.
Like Curtis.
Like
We
Curtis.
found out
You found it?
today.
Yeah, I
He's
guessed.
29, nearly 30. Oh, yeah. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Moving on. So obviously, if you're first time joining, welcome to our show. We talk all things Elite Dangerous, all game news, all community news, and we have something else for you later on today.
You winked then.
I did I?
Did you mean to?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
A little wink.
But welcome to you all. I'm Arthur, one of the community managers here at Frontier, and I'm joined by the wonderful Sally. Sally,
Yes.
say hello.
Hello.
And I guess because we always forget to do this, we should say 07 to the people in chat.
Yes, please.
So
Let's
if you're
do
there
it.
in chat, 07, I see an Osric, I see El Machinero, I see Heather Jean, one of the mods, thank you, Hawkner, Specky.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
The Burr Pit, I see.
It's going too fast.
No, pause it. Do the trick.
Enhance, there we go.
The Road TTV.
Fast Drums,
Phoenix, Fire.
Omnituans,
Helium
Fizzlefest,
Fix, Poison.
Ian Brill, Amiga Bart, Commander Mars, Tori.
Oh, you're doing better than me.
Or Adam has
And
slowed
you're
it right
looking over
down.
there
I'm
as well.
I'm cheating. Adam's Cable Physics, Maxi Cole, Unicorn Hunter, Goto Lyra, Happy Moon, Monkey. Amazing. 07 to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us as always on the show. It's always nice to have you in chat. So we've got a few things to go through. We've got quite a packed show there.
It's
community
a
news, game news.
bumper one for you.
I guess the first thing I do want to address at the minute is the fact that there are no seasonal drops for this show. We'll talk about that in a little bit going forward. They are going to come back, but there's none for this show. There are still, obviously, the usual Twitch drops, the purple drops, so you'll still be earning those today. So I don't know if you want to go through the Twitch drop stuff, or do you want me to go through it? I'm not fussed.
They're still on the old new cadence drop. So just for tuning in for 15 minutes of viewing time, you can get the Ancestral Tattoo Pack and Purple Float Suit. And then after 20 minutes, the Explorer Nameplate Pack, Purple SRV and Fighters. And then for 30 minutes of viewing time, the Passenger Nameplate Pack and Purple Weapons and Engines. And then for 45 minutes, the Wings Nameplate Pack, Vibrant Purple. I was doing so well.
I thought you were going to make it.
I was doing so well. The Vibrant Purple paint jobs are at 45 minutes.
So they're in. So I'll give you a little peek behind the curtain about how it works with the seasonal paint jobs. The reason they're not ready this week, or for this show in particular, is they're being tested. So we have found a few bugs on them, so we had to get them fixed, essentially. And that's why they're not here.
Shine them up, innit?
So they'll be there and ready for next time. But we do have a whole suite of seasonal drops that will be going in that we're ready for the rest of the year. So fair enough, they are coming back. And they're new ones as well.
Got some new ones.
Pretty ones. In talking about when our next show will be, so I have had to think about this and looking at the run of show and how we want to make our shows a bit more qualitative in terms of the content we're providing and give us some time to curate some the news, be it community, game or otherwise. So whilst we're currently running it every 2 weeks, we'll be moving our show to every 4 weeks starting from this show. So the next show will be on the...
I wrote it down.
Sally, you did, and I've skipped past it.
I wrote it down on the 18th of May.
18th of May, which will be... Well, we'll move on to the update news in a moment. It'll be after the update.
I've gone, you don't want to see what the stream plan is right now, but I've gone from top to bottom to second from bottom to seconds. So you'll have it in whatever
my
order
own rules,
we want
Sally,
at this
more
point,
and more. I am a maverick. I make my own rules. I know you've got a show and it's all curated, but I like to just do it my own way.
Aren't you? I'll let you carry on.
So we were moving to a 4 weekend. That gives us time to put together some more news and information for you. We do look at the forums and see the feedback you're getting. We understand you want more news, but it does take time to curate this sort of stuff and get it through and get some stuff put together we want to show you. So the extra time will give us to do that. All right, so I've covered Twitch drops, covered the seasons all coming back. We've mentioned we've got a special guest later on. We kind of teased it right at the start.
Yes, and it was obviously in the forum. We didn't hold it back too far, but Curtis is with us. Yeah,
it'd be lovely to meet Curtis. Curtis has been an unsung hero on Elite for quite some time, but it'd be good to talk through who he is, what he does, and some news for you as well, which is great. So he'll be along later on this afternoon. But we have some news about the partner program. Sally, do you want to take this as well?
Yes, so... Two lots of news. If you already applied to the partner program before and you were not successful, you are now able to reapply again as of this month. So if you were not successful before and you want to reapply again, now you can. So it's open for all to sign up again, and then the shortlist will be looked at in June, which
June, I think it is, yeah.
There's additional news though. So after feedback on the criteria needed to hit for YouTubers, This has been revised by our influencer team, which I want to share with you now. So hopefully this will hit a sweet spot with you guys, because we know how much effort you all put in on YouTube, and it's so tricky, like streaming or just content creating. So so an average of 3,500 views per video, or an accumulative total of 3,500 views average over the amount of Elite Dangerous videos posted in the last 30 days, will get you in with a chance of joining the Elite Dangerous Partner Programme.
Yeah. So if you do want more information, that you can link to that if you influencer portal, right?
Yes. Exclamation mark
partner. Sorry. So
yeah.
you've written it in pink. I should have known it was a command. It's in pink. Isn't
Adam
it?
did that.
Did he?
Yeah. He's learned. Like he doesn't need to learn. He's been here for ages, but like he knows how to get my attention. Skynet is a learning machine. Obviously. So yeah, and obviously we'll share that in writing as well, just so you don't have to.
So yeah, again, we're always taking feedback about these sort of things. The partnership program is kind of the influencer team are doing an incredible job. So Kat, Holly, Nathan, if you're out there, and thank you so much for all the hard work you do behind the scenes. But it's being pioneered sort of by us. So we are learning, and we're taking a lot of feedback on board, like we do everything. Hopefully this will be a better tweak to some of those figures for some of our YouTube content creators.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that, so it's open now, please apply, and obviously it's July, isn't it? July is June.
Yeah.
We'll go through. Right. Do you want to say next one? Shall I take the next one?
I suppose it depends which one the next one is that you want to pick. I mean, who knows what order we're doing it in anymore.
Well, I had to keep it on their toes, Sally.
Well, no, this is in line with, I guess, I'm trying to find a segue, influencers, creators, people who are interested outside of the...
This is a stretch. There is some gymnastics going on here, Sally.
I'm trying. But anyway, you might have already heard that there is a special event in London coming up on the 4th of May the 4th.
Luke.
Be it with you. Over at the London Science Museum, where we're going to be there, aren't we?
We are.
Yes.
You can meet the wonderful Sally, the not so wonderful me. We'll have, I think we have a wonderful Simon Brewer is going to be coming as well.
Si Brewer of the Brewer Corp will be joining us as well, so that's good. Explore the Milky Way in person at the London Science Museum on the 4th of May. Elite Dangerous will be available to play as part of the Science Fiction Lates event.
Sure. And just expectations, we're there to show off. It's that they're doing it's a really cool thing, actually. They're talking about how people create different worlds. So Si's going to be talking about how we use Stellar Forge and stuff like that, and how we went about doing creating the galaxy as it was. We won't be doing any news, but we would love to interact with any of our community that want to come down. There is some details.
I've seen some who are already coming. I think Alec Turner's coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Stuntman himself.
There's a few others coming. I think I've seen it in the chat as well. But yeah, there's some. I like get a bit starstruck by the community members.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's always good to always good.
Psychic's coming.
Amazing. But if you do want to find out more details, I think it's £10 a ticket. So we're not. It's not our event. We're just there as part of the Science Museum Lates thing. So
we do have a link.
!Science.
Yeah.
Science will get you all the details you need to know. But even if you come along and see Elite, actually Science Museum is super cool just to go and have a look around. It really is an amazing venue. So if you can come down, it'd be great to see you.
Osric's coming.
Oh, nice.
Alec. Millstone Barnes coming.
Nice.
Oh, I'm really excited.
No, you hit that really well as well. You kept it nice and level, Sally.
There's no favouritism here.
No. I mean, I don't get a reaction when I say I'm coming to the office. Quite the opposite, actually. So thanks, Sally. Yes, so the Science Museum, May the 4th. If you can make it down, please come and see us. It'd be great to interact with some of you whilst we're there, chat about Elite, and just chat, chew the fat, etc., etc.
Lovely.
Right. You can take the next one. We're definitely on this one. We're definitely on.
It's this one, right?
That one, yeah.
I'm doubting myself the whole time.
I'm just making it worse.
Good. Treats. There's more.
Treats.
Over the course of the last few weeks, you will have seen us on Twitter getting very high and proud over the fact that we're giving away a beast of a
it's a monster.
beast of a custom PC.
Yeah.
Here it is again. It's gigantic. Not to scale. Oh no, it might be actually.
It might be. It's the size of a small moon.
It
it's
is to
big.
scale. So this ends at midnight tonight. You've literally got until midnight BST this morning. How do you normally say that? Midnight.
I just say midnight tonight.
Midnight. Let's not confuse things. If you type exclamation mark, I find it hard to say, PC, that will take you to the Gilling competition.
I'm right, so that's a 4090 in that as well, isn't it?
It is a 4090.
So basically, if you get this, you can power satellites. You can just literally power satellites.
Yeah.
You can probably live in it. It's big enough to live in as well. It's massive.
It's
and once
really,
it's switched on, it probably generates enough heat to, I don't know, to heat a small house.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
No, I know.
It's a monster.
It is beastly.
But also, huge thanks to our friends at Overclockers for working with us for that. And we may have some more treats for you later on in the coming shows. In fact, we do, because we've got Sally and I have been very busy sort of gathering things for you.
We are.
So there'll be more prizes
that barrel.
later on. And it's just super, super cool. Right. Cool. All right. So I guess we should probably move on to some of the in-game news.
Oh yeah, we got a nice one. Oh, this is where we do the jingle, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Can we do
news?
it?
What are we doing? I do love the jingle.
Every week.
That jingle. We must do the thing. We must do that thing. We must do the thing.
Yeah.
The thing that the thing. Adam's nodding. Make it happen, Adam. It's all been down to you that it hasn't been done. I'm ready.
But are you ready
for
this next announcement
Here we
that
go.
Arthur's going to give you? It's a good one. I like this one.
Are we doing this one?
Are
we going to this one?
No, the really good one.
Okay, that one. Okay, we are going. Just checking. So a lot of people are asking about Update 15. So what I can tell you is the release date we are working towards is May the 9th. All right. Obviously, that may change. Bear in mind if there's any disasters or something we have to fix, that will shift because we want to get its best state as possible to get it out. But we're targeting May the 9th. It would have been the 8th, but someone's getting there's a coronation on, so there's no one in work, so we can't. So it's May the 9th. So thanks, Charles. Although I'll take the day off. That's fine.
That's true, don't we?
Yeah.
That's why. That's why we don't do it.
Now we will be showing a very sneak peek at something that will be in Update 15 later on in the show with our very special guest Curtis. We are not going to show too much because there's some stuff. The main things in Update 15. Now I tread very carefully here because I got a finger waggling the other day. And they were like, "Don't give it all away after." So I won't.
All day, every day.
Every day. There is something in Update 15 that is going to be reserved purely for you, the players, to find yourselves, and that's all I'm going to say. We won't be teasing it. We won't be doing anything until you discover it for yourselves. It's a moment we think players will want to discover themselves, so we're leaving it for you there. So everything we show you is just like cool little, let's say little bits. These are cool things that are also in Update 15. And we're going to show you a little bit later on. But May 9th is going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
It will. And we'll obviously update you with the release schedule, all that jazz, all the stuff in the forums.
I don't mean to tease it now, but I am kind of teasing. Look, I want you to be. I'm excited for it. I've seen the content, so I'm happy for it. I'm really excited for it.
Do you sort of learn to rein it in a little bit?
No, I tell them everything. I tell them it all.
No.
Tell them it all, and then they'll be back.
No.
That's fine. I won't.
No.
But stay tuned. Later on, we've got a little something for you. It's a little bit something fun for you to sort of digest in the coming weeks and try and work out some bits from. But yeah, we have more on that a bit later on for you.
Oh, it's Mr. Verbeer's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Not today, on May the 9th.
Oh, May the 9th.
That's a great birthday present.
It's a great, well, happy birthday, May the 9th for you. That's why we made it, Mr. Verbeer. Must have a beer. Must have a beer.
Oh, must have a beer.
Must have a beer.
Okay.
Don't drink, kids. It's a mugs game. It's great.
Stop.
I shouldn't say that.
You drink responsibly.
Yeah, drink responsibly, which is all the time. Let's don't.
Also, I want to say thank you for the raid psychic.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, very much appreciated.
It's always lovely to see you. It's lovely to see you all.
All right.
Have you all here?
So, shall we go into some of the in-game Galnet news to start? Or have I missed something out?
No, that's fine. I don't know why I made it. I
made that noise and I was like, I've missed something else out, Sally.
I just had I went on the fritz a little bit.
That's fine, don't worry. Okay, do you want to take the first one or do you mean to take the first one?
Don't know why that's so difficult, you?
Okay, sure. Okay, so this week in Galnet, so Kane Macy victorious in corporate conflict. So on the 13th, a fierce combat in the Tavgi system has resulted in Kane Macy's partner Tavgi Blue Life Incorporated overcoming Torval Mining Limited resistance. That is a mouthful. The conflict was triggered by the murder of Kane Macy's former CEO Johann Fleischer. The assassin was tracked from Mars to the Torval mining megaship Orchestral Falcon, and circumstantial evidence suggested that he was an undercover Imperial agent. Philippa Barlow-Lyons, acting CEO of the Kane Macy Corporation, declared.
And you can read that declaration in the Galnet article.
Because it's not on the notes. It's not here. It's not written down. So she declared.
Head on over to www.elitedangerous.com
and find it.
/news.
Yeah, there you go. Or I could make up a declaration and really upset the narrative team.
Seamless.
Perfect.
That was my fault, by the way.
So that's fine. Look, hey, it's fine. Pilots received payment for.
Oh yeah, as part of the last CG, that was with the success. You should all be able to. Oh, I'll read them out actually. Top 75% of last week's CG will have received. Hopefully, you have a tactical cobalt paint job for the Imperial fighter, and the top 50% received an asemic black and red paint job for the Imperial.
So I was laughing, but it's gone, I think, actually. Paul made a comment. It wasn't an assassination, it was a permanent life vacation, which I think I'm enjoying
Paul,
that.
He does have a way with words, doesn't he?
Do you want to take this one, or do you want me to take this one?
Oh, you go again.
All right, sure. So the Aegis reports on Utopia's SIM archive. So a scientific delegation from Aegis has visited Utopia to compare its SIM archive with Salvation's Nemesis failsafe design. Salvation, remember one? Good guy. A summary from Dr. Maximo Fonseca. What a name. Yeah. Maximo Fonseca.
It's a power name.
It's a power name, yeah. Was shared with the news feeds. Simguru Antal agreed to meet with us as a sign of good faith and to refute claims of collaboration with Salvation, good guy Salvation. He personally introduced us to the neurosmiths of Utopia, who can digitally encode electrochemical activity within the brain. I took part in a demonstration uploading some of my own long-term memories into the SIM archive. Afterwards, my colleague Dr. Cooper enjoyed a remarkably accurate simulation of my university graduation 30 years ago, who claimed she found it hard to believe the memory was not her own. So, nothing sinister there at all.
No.
Seems okay.
Do you say good guy Salvation?
Yeah, good guy Salvation. Hey, you say tomato, I say good guy Salvation.
I honestly thought it was the last time I'd ever seen somebody say Daddy Savlon.
Daddy Savlon is probably the. I don't know why that. It just everything about that little combination of two words makes me just.
Can't. No, I feel nauseous.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel great.
Well,
thank you, whoever started that off. It might have been Psychic, actually.
It was Psychic, yeah. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it might have been. Might have been. Salvation is the GPT of our time. He's travelled back to us, possibly.
Oh, no, Salivate.
Salvatron.
I thought I read salivation.
That definitely sounds like a cream. I need some Salvatron, please. All right, you can do the last one.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because that was got the less hard words in it.
Brilliant. So you just sold me on the river.
Yeah. Alliance urges. Watch me just fail to say urges or something. Alliance urges restraint between the two superpowers. Allied and independent leaders have called upon the Empire and the Federation to discourage faction hostilities following conflict in Tavgi,
yeah.
Political journalist Conrad Sterling sounds great.
My name's Conrad Sterling.
I like that name.
Sounds like a spy,
that's the new Dalton Chase for me.
Oh, here we go.
He's got that kind of brandy name.
He'll let you down.
Brandy, cheese and wine
the
kind
name's
of guy.
Sterling. Conrad Sterling.
Cheese and wine.
Yeah.
Political journalist Conrad Sterling summarised the latest developments for Vox Galactica. Minor skirmishes between superpower-aligned factions are not uncommon, but the Kane Massey and Torval Mining Limited corporations have significant political ties, so that clash has led to bullish rhetoric from members of both Congress and the Senate. Also sounds very like he articulates stuff properly. He's a journalist anyway, isn't he?
Yeah. Journalist and spy, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
You don't have a name like Conrad Sterling. It's wasted on a journalist, right? I'm Conrad Sterling.
Yeah, he's good.
Also, so that's the news wrap up. So basically, Alliance, just stop fighting amongst yourselves. There's a bigger war going on in the galaxy. Also, I haven't been on since, but I was there when I'm right in saying Commanders had their first pushback in a week.
Yeah, they did. That
So-
was last, we said, yeah.
Was it last week or week before?
Week before, I think.
Actually netted out at +2 systems pushback. I think it was something like lost
It
X
was.
amount, but we actually gained back
Yeah,
2
it
more.
was a good
That's a big
success.
turning point for all you commanders out there pushing hard. So well done in doing that. To quote Muff Gerard, we shall double our efforts. Right, okay. That's, I guess, for Galnet. Should we move on to some of our wonderful community news?
That's the end of Super Cruise news.
I'm marvelling, Sally, that we are almost minute for minute up to date on your schedule. We're 3 minutes out, but that's not bad.
Oh,
Oh, we got news.
okay.
Okay, we haven't got news.
We do.
We do.
Little bit of behind the scenes information. So we did see there may have been a little bit of an issue with the Twitch drops, the purple ones. Daylight savings has done a number on us.
Curse you, daylight savings.
So yeah, they were still tracking to GMT instead of BST. So anybody looking to get the purple bundle, you're going to need to refresh, I'm afraid, if you have not had that bundle.
Yep.
And you would like it.
Yep.
See you in a sec.
In a memento.
So
But don't worry too much
sorry.
about it. The purple ones will always be running. Always,
Yeah.
always be running. And obviously, one of the things we're looking at whilst we look at the show format is the Twitch drop timings as well. So we make sure they're reflected so that if you do tune into a show, you'll probably be able to earn everything in a show. So we will be addressing
Yeah.
that as well for you. So
Yeah.
don't panic too much. If you want to refresh now, by all means do it. But the purple ones are always running. It's the seasonal ones that are only there for a few weeks. So
Yes, but we'll always let you know.
we will let you know about those.
ones.
Cool. All right.
Commander highlights. We got loads.
We've got a lot.
I'm really excited this week. There's tons. There's tons been happening. Let's start off with, and I must apologise to you guys because this kicked off a couple of weeks ago now. Buckyball are back.
Yes.
Buckyball racing.
The mad people, madness of them
Yeah.
has returned.
Oh, I love them. With the Empire Hustle, and it has ended now. It ended last week or this week, but anyway, it was the first race of the year as part of the Magic 8 Ball 2 Swift 16 series being held throughout 3309. We have got a little banner of theirs, haven't we? Is it a GIF? Yes, I love this.
This is so cool.
I love this so much. Win it up, innit?
I'm really
It's
enjoying the
so
sticker over
good.
3308.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Really gone all out this time. So yeah, there's a whole series of events that will run out throughout the year, and the Empire Hustle kicked everything off. It was the regulation ship to be used was the venerable Cobra.
Well done. Well done. I'm proud of you, Sally. You did it. Venerable. You made it through. I didn't even see it. I didn't realise the word was there, but you made it. Well done.
Cobra Mark 3, the best. But there was also an unlimited class, giving commanders the option of any or all of 4 ships in order to record the fastest time. In which so you starting and finishing at Agnew's Folly, commanders were required to loop and dock at Grevich Orbital, Gottlob Coliseum, pick the best names, guys, and Folly Coliseum and Artsutanov Station. Hate myself.
Nailed it.
But the order in which they completed these was up to them.
I saw this actually on Twitter.
Oh, play
I
this.
saw this on Twitter. This is mad.
In the excuse me, in the forum, there was basically an example of what you needed to do. I think here it is. This is the little video, isn't it, Adam? Can you still hear me? Yay! You can still
Adam's
hear me.
chosen this to chat. Adam's chosen now to give us the minimum amount of signals. Now he nods his head.
It's not
he's
even-
gone
yeah,
very
I mean,
sage.
we could-
It's just like,
Yeah,
so we're getting out of him in a
it's
minute.
fine. But this was the challenge, basically. Is there audio to go with it? And we're just singing over the top. We might just sing over the top. It is ultra wide, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to do this, Arf?
Nailed it, easy.
India Kilo Alpha.
In a chieftain.
To welcome you to this
Should we do it? Should we do it? We should do it one day.
Yeah, sure.
Look at this. Look.
Please set down at bay 3-4.
You see, this starts like, oh yeah, this is fine, and then
My gosh. I don't know.
I watched one where he's flying through the actual.
Oh, the centre bit.
Yeah, no, the rings of the
rings.
station.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just so elegant.
And then through. you
Yo.
go.
This.
The problem I find whenever you watch these sort of videos, right, is they make it look easy,
Yeah.
and then you try and do it, and you just can't.
Even that landing, to be fair.
There we go.
That's so smooth.
Nice work.
So smooth.
Nice work indeed.
Yeah. So we also have a list of the winning commanders. Was Gur, Ozzy, Osric, and Alec Turner, of course.
I mean, how's he not? It's going to always be, isn't he?
Congratulations on the winning commanders. Osric, I saw that you put a video on Twitter. It's actually, we did realise it's actually quite a long video, but you were showing how you achieved your impressive second place, was it? In the Empire Hustle? I don't know if
Yes,
you
it's
can
second place.
actually
It's second
fast-forward
place,
it,
yeah.
actually.
Maybe you can skip forward a little bit, Adam.
Yeah, I just wonder how far you can get.
Silent Adam, if you
Even
can
if
move us
it's-
forward.
Even if it's towards the...
Yeah, we can do this. Look.
Yeah.
Enhance. Enhance.
It's all like jumping, isn't it? We're actually on a journey with Osric right now, look. We're all the way there.
If you all start humming the Benny Hill thing, that's fine.
I mean,
Yeah, Heather G, like, honestly, the skill involved for these commanders is exceptional. I just can't do it. I mean, we've all seen me painfully try and dock a ship FA off, and I can't even do that, let alone all this sort of shenanigans.
I remember we used to do that all. Did we do? Oh, it was the challenge, the...
Mouse slot challenge.
Yeah, mouse slot challenge where you have to sort of spin around. Here we go, here's the juice. Go on, Ozzy.
Oh, he's going through it, see?
Yeah. Ozzy. He's off. Whoa!
Ooh, although,
No, yeah, good recovery though.
yeah.
This is what got us second place. Woo!
The bonus boop.
That's what I really like that as well.
Yeah.
I was like, that's bonus beep. Surely you get extra points for that, Ozzy. This is what I'm here for.
This is slick. That is really fast.
In. Goal.
That was a really cool,
Handbrake.
really
Nice.
cool landing. Yeah, nicely done.
Thanks, Adam.
But the whole
Nice
thing,
one.
if you want to give Ozzy a follow on Twitter, the whole thing is on there. If you want to watch it,
There it is.
have a look through.
But many of you are going to be familiar with the Rocketball racing team. Please go into the forums, find them, Twitter, everywhere.
Yeah.
Join in on this awesome, just so much cool and fun stuff happens throughout the year with these guys. So thank you as always. We'll be glued to this one.
Yes. Right.
Oh, he's back again.
This is I can't. I haven't seen this one. I haven't seen this one.
It's the high wake. If ever there's a new high wake one, we got to play it. I'm sorry.
So
So
here we
I'm not even going to apologise. Why did I? So this one is a new little animated short from the high wake called. It's about paint jobs, isn't it?
Audio team, I think.
No.
That's it.
Oh no, audio. Sorry,
Yeah.
Team Audio. Team Audio. So
Well, there we go.
not Team Audio. It's the name. Music. I called it, do you know what I did? I called it Team Audio because I wrote down Team Audio would love this. It's called music.
Yeah. No, I did it. First time I saw it, I did have a chuckle.
Team Audio, what am I talking about?
I love the highway. It's great stuff.
Need to show it to the audio team.
Yes,
basically.
we must.
So, I mean, they're always amazing. So please do go and check out the highway because wonderful. Moving on to my friends. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, I know you are. I know. Last time we were on, we were talking about Sky Xeno, and we're back again.
And no favouritism.
No, none at all.
The Stellarium, the expedition is almost upon us. There was recently a little teaser trailer that went out, which we'd love to show now.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's the expedition begins on the 1st of May, and here's the latest image. We've got a lovely selection of places that will be being visited, and I believe, unless anything's changed, you've got until the 28th to sign up to the expedition, and there is a Discord that you can join, but you can also go to Sky Xeno's Twitter to let them know if you want to be part of the expedition. But there is a link to the Discord. I know Sky Xeno's in chat actually, so if you would like to share your
just oh my God, it's me. Yes, Sky Xeno, it's you. Yes.
Yeah, do it. It's your time. Take the floor. Share whatever you wish. But yeah, I'm going to visit a few other places myself.
Good. A wonderful little trailer teaser as well. Really sweet.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was
really
good.
All right. Next, I guess, is this one, right? The Bubble News Radio.
Yeah, if Adam wants to take us off this content holder.
I'm not sure if he's talking to us anymore. I think he's really upset. I don't know what we've done. We've upset him in chat. I don't know what we've done to him anymore. Maybe we should can we get some 07s Adam in the chat, please? Because we've upset him and I don't know what we've done.
Oh, it's either 07s or Fs. It's probably Fs.
Yeah, 07 or Fs in the chat for Adam, whichever you feel is more appropriate. But he's got to work with us, so there we go.
Bubble News Radio appeared this month, didn't it?
It did, yes. Tell us about Bubble News Radio.
A new one. A new Commander Apollo Solaris. I certainly haven't seen Bubble News Radio before. And we always love to see anything, new podcasts, new expeditions, whatever. And so yeah, Bubble News Radio is on hand to keep you up to date with all the latest goings on in the galaxy. Commander Apollo Solaris discusses Aegis's investigations into a link between Utopia and Salvation while on the run from the Sucre Labour Union. So, it's lovely to see this spring up. You can listen to the latest broadcast at a link that we have to share, and you can also join the Discord.
Is the one we can't play the video because it has a naughty word in? Is this one?
Yeah, I only just caught it.
Caught it. We would love to play Juice a little clip, but it's got a naughty word in it. We're not allowed to.
A little juicy one.
Not allowed to.
But we're fine.
Yeah.
It's a lovely one. I've listened to it, and sure, we'll listen to more. I think they're great.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
keep
it's
up
great.
the lovely work. Really good.
So, welcome as well, Bubble. It's nice to have a new face.
Apologies if that Discord link is broken, but you can also find them on. You can if you go to the YouTube, I'm sure that they're. Links will be in the bio. Well, so that's fine if you're having trouble with that. Oh, gosh, two more. This is a big one. This is a big one. So, it's been a while since we have spoken about ECM. And you have all heard of the relaunch of the event this week from David Pearson and crew. Elite community meet is back.
Yee.
Oh, so happy.
Very happy to have this back.
Oh my golly. One of the most wholesome, brilliant, fantastic. I can't get enough. Like,
You've been raving about it forever.
Cry my eyes out when I heard this was coming back. Previously, they've kept on with it. So in times when you couldn't have events, they were digital. The last one, in-person one, was in 2019.
Blimey.
Then the virtual one was in 2020. This one is now penned for the 19th of August this year it's in Wokingham, which we won't lie, we had to look up.
I did work out that. I thought it was up. It's actually down. It's down. So
Yeah. So yeah, Robert Maynard, thank you for sharing the forum link. Head on over to that to everything you need. But you can also look at !ECM, which will take you to the official website. Yeah, so anybody who hasn't been to ECM before, it's a non-commercial event run by us, the community, not us.
Not us.
Not us. We will be there, though.
We will be there. Yeah, we'll be there.
Trying desperately to, you can't hold me back from that one anyway, where it's a place to get together, share company, gaming, have something to eat and drink, have a lovely time.
Yep.
It's not program driven, so it is different to, say, the likes of LaveCon. There's no panels, there's no, it's just a place.
It's literally what it is. Go and meet your friends, talk about gaming.
Play some games.
Have some food.
Board games. Yep. Elite. I remember playing on original Elite there, trying to dock my first. Did very badly.
Well, and now you're here.
Yeah. And there's also and it's also in the name of charity also. So we've got special effects, of course, and Hearing Dogs for Deaf People. It's a non-profit group, so any donations left over will go to them, which is fantastic.
It does make you happy to see there's multiplayer gaming going on there as well with other games like Mario Kart.
Yeah,
and all that sort of stuff. It's not just about us. But there's things that says retro area, which makes me, as an older man, very happy.
Yeah.
I see the words BBC Micro, Spectrum, Amiga, which was all about the Amiga.
Yes.
Is going to be there. So
Yeah.
you know where to find me. I'll be in that section, looking at all that stuff and reliving my youth. I had an Amiga 500 when I was a kid.
I had the 500 plus.
All right.
Commodore Amiga 500 plus.
I lived in the
Cartoon pack.
Oh, the cartoon pack. Yeah, I remember the cartoon
edition.
pack. It was red and white on the box.
And it had Bart Simpson versus the Space Mutants. And
well, there we go. So that ECM is back. Great to hear. ! ECM will get you the details. It's the 19th of August. I think I saw it right on there. Yes.
But be quick, because as of the other day, 80% of tickets
are gone.
Were gone.
So get your fingers on that keyboard, tapping away if you do want to go along.
Tickets, right? I hope so. No, it's fine. Yeah, good. Be there or be
square. All right.
Do you want to do one off?
Sure.
I'm need a drink.
All right, no, go for it. So the next one is the Independent Explorers Association have created their own version of Coachella. Not to be, obviously, as a very hip and trendy guy, I know exactly what Coachella is. Very big on the old music scene. Big star, always big following Coachella me. So, not to be deterred by missing Coachella this year, the Independent Explorers Association have created their own activity in Zanamani, Land of Dreams system. A series of 23 Odyssey vistas will be visited. Join them for the mass launch at 1900 UTC on the 30th of April. And I think we have it there. There we go. There's the... Lots of things happened there, Sally. So, I heard you laughing about my age in Coachella. Then I heard Siri on your phone, and then you spat some juice in my face. And that happened in about 3 seconds combined time. So that was, it's been an emotional chat for me. Those last 5 seconds have been quite a journey. But that's a wonderful, I really like it. Sorry, can I have that back on the screen? That poster, I really like that poster. Just to say that the design on that is tier 1. I think that is fantastic. You out there? You out there, friend?
Please turn my microphone off.
Okay. All right. There we go. We have broken Sally. Okay. So that was that's where we're at. So I guess I'm running the show now forever while Sally recovers. Let me know when you're good. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. But there we go. That's that. That's it for the community news. So there's exclamation marks in there we talked about. So if you do want to go back through and have a look, please do. And please visit all and show some love to all of those wonderful creators and the community whilst you're there. Are you back, Sally? Well, I'll take that as a yes. So next up is
the easy one.
Yeah, do you want to take this one? How to intro it? Oh, it's Stellar Screenshots, chat. We're into Stellar Screenshots territory.
I am okay now, honestly.
You're okay.
Right.
So what is Stellar Screenshots, Sally, and how can you enter?
Stellar Screenshots is a weekly Elite Dangerous screenshot-based competition whereby Paul usually trawls the forums and Twitter and to find some of the greatest Elite Dangerous screenshots out there, and we showcase them whenever there is a live stream. You can also get yourself a nice paint job as a reward for winning.
Cool. So we're going to have a look through this week's winners, shall we? So starting with the first one, Adam, please.
Yes.
I haven't had a chance to look at these either, so this will be the first time for me squinting at them with my old man eyes. Oh, well, this is quite topical, so this is heading to...
Actually, do you know, there are some brilliant ones.
Is it? They always are.
They are. They get better and better.
So into the mailstrom.
Into the maelstrom, yes.
Yes. So someone is trying to do some science.
For science.
For science. I'm never good with the imperial ships. Is it a courier or a cutter? It's not a chieftain, so I don't really care, to be honest. But it's not a crate, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
But the really cool shot. Really like this one. Very topical. Update 15 looms large. May 9th. There's a targeted release date. Who knows what you'll find inside? Okay, really cool shot. Well done, Commander.
Yeah.
Frank X Jr.
Yes. Oh, I like how you said X Jr. Like you just think you're not even JR. Look at this.
This is cool. This is a interior station of emergency station, right? A station that's under attack or on fire.
I can feel the heat.
You can.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the things I would hit. Going in here, trying to just smashing into everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Commander Grandpa Blimp, really cool shot here. I just like the fact that it's just the actual interior. You can't see the ship. I don't think it's just the interior, right?
No, I think so. Yeah,
unless it's obscured by the name, but I can't see it. But really cool shot. I just love that it's like primarily orange. Really cool shot.
Yeah.
Well done.
I love this one. This is one I'm very excited about to pull. Happy Rogger. Always, actually, whenever Happy Rogger brings one out, it's like, whoa.
What do we think's happening here? Are they hiding from? Yeah,
hiding from. Maybe hiding.
Hiding from an SRV. That looks really cinematic. The way this is framed, like with the SRV, almost like it's on patrol.
And the look, hidden. Like over. It's so good.
It's a really cool shot.
I love the light use. Like it's also almost like monochrome style. You just,
something Metal Gear. Yeah, it's very Metal Gear. Yeah,
it's a bit.
Metal Gear.
You're waiting for the thing.
Really cool shot. Well done, Commander. Happy Rogger. A really great shot again. Nicely done. Wow.
I know. They keep,
wow.
As if you think you're learning about. Is that a void heart?
It's a void heart. Yeah.
Yeah. Really up close to one of my favourites actually. Anomalies are void hearts, I think.
I don't think I've actually ever seen one in the wild, if I'm honest. I think when Bruce did one of his amazing science journeys to the Squishy Boys and the Spiky Boys, I don't think he ever took me to one of these.
Right, yeah. No, they're great.
Yeah.
They do actually hurt if you're praying off the side, though.
This looks pretty sinister. I'm not going to lie.
They're like sinister in a beautiful way. You know, like that like, yeah.
In the same way, the commander name is Commander Hobo Jelly.
Hobo Jelly.
I mean, it's not something I'd buy off the shelf. I'll be honest with you. Like, if I was in my local store, probably wouldn't be putting that in my sandwich. Right, moving on to the next picture. Right, this is really cool. Planet Port at night.
It reminds me.
At dusk. It's dusk, really, isn't it?
Reminds me of Midgar. If anybody's a Final Fantasy fan.
That's the game. We've talked about this before.
You love Pokemon, don't you, as well? Arf's a big Pokemon fan. He also plays a lot of Minecraft.
Well, I don't mind Minecraft. Minecraft is right, but
not as much as Pokemon, though.
Anyways, this Planet Port at dusk looks fantastic. I actually really like the green lights. I just really like this. It feels, I don't know, cozy almost. Like you're going to go in there and like just hunker down for the night.
Yeah, it's a welcoming, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to see one that's not actually on fire. It's not actually on fire or burning.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool shot. Love the use of colours.
Yeah.
Turns atmospheric planet at dusk. I'm going to say it's dusk because the lights are all coming on. It might be coming to dawn, but I'm going to say dusk. Wonderful shot. Well done, Commander.
Hocio Chris.
Yeah.
Should we say?
But that'll
Something
do.
like that.
Hokey, Hokey Cokey Chris. Yeah, whatever. Well done. Great shot.
This is good too.
This is a great action shot. It's like flying beneath the sort of asteroid ring. It almost looks like.
Yeah. I only I want to say recently, but in the past few years, like a year or so, realised how the dust belts and so on make beautiful photos, especially with the lighting. Then I love how you see how they've done it here. They you make that real solid cut between the dusty and the non-dusty.
Yeah, I remember one of the first things when I bought Elite way back. So when it first came out, so whatever 2014. I want to say when it came out, and he did the tutorial when it was in the asteroid field. Even that first tutorial blew my mind. I was like, oh, these are all asteroids. You can fly, absolutely incredible, and just it is stunning. It is absolutely stunning. So there we have an Anaconda, right? With I want to say, what's the ship kit on that? Is it the Hazard?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
It might be Hazard.
Actually, I can't see it.
Might be. Well, that one's we've released. Spoilers. But it's a really cool. Really cool shot. Commander John Wick, who's currently on board the Anaconda, battering 77 terrorists to death using only a spoon and a cucumber. Well done, Commander John Wick. Nicely done. Guardian sight, right? Being activated.
Really good. I really do enjoy a lot of the Guardian conversation on Twitter at the moment.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Guardians.
Some great investigations going on. Yeah.
I really like this shot. I really like the way it's very cinematic. You've got the commander illuminated by their NSLV.
It's a good angle.
It's a really cool angle.
Well? Yeah.
It feels very superhero-esque, like they're going to get the power from this Guardian sight.
Or can you imagine if on Superman 3?
The terrifying one where the person gets eaten by the machine.
Where she gets pulled in.
That's still nightmares.
Can you imagine? I think if that could happen here, where you get a little bit too close, and then the tendrils all come out and pull you in, and then you
know when I said let's not imagine that, and then you went into.
Oh yeah, but.
Absolutely describe it down to a T.
It's good though, isn't it? And then it goes all into your. Skin.
Okay, so this is a great shot. Thank you, Commander Razgrill Sarge. Really cool shot, nicely done. I always say this, but I urge everyone, if you haven't been to a Guardian, any of the Guardian sites, and the ones in space, go and have a little look-see, as well as the Thargoid imprints and stuff. They are really am cool to have a look at and activate. Ooh.
Love it. The
Is
reds.
That a ship? A Cobra? Can I see? Or am I just imagining that?
Oh,
on the left.
Oh,
or is it a crate?
I think it's very flat.
It's a crate, isn't it? Oh, we're so close, chat. We got so close to the end.
With the little mushroom ploofs.
Yeah, they're about to go and have, some spiky boys there as well.
I love them things, and they just bounce around, and then they suddenly go, ah!
But again, this looks like it's hand drawn like a comic strip. The way the lighting is on this, like the reds and the.
It's a bit film noir.
Yeah, it's very really cool, and lives up to the commander's name, Commander Scarlet Tiberius.
Oh yeah, of course.
Tiberius being the middle name of James Tiberius Kirk, the greatest ever starship captain in history of film.
That guy.
Prince.
You like him, don't you? Prince. I love it when you say it.
He's a prince, Sally. Come on. Right, but great shot. Well done, Commander Scarlet Tiberius. Yeah, it could be a Phantom of ship kit. I think you're right. This is cool.
Oh, isn't it?
This is cool.
Pawn Rose.
There's like a standoff going on here.
Yeah, there is. Who's going to make the first move? You or me? Who's going first?
Yeah, so this a little dude is investigating this flesh sack that appears to be interfering on its site. Is that what you're doing here, mister? But they're not aggressive at the minute, so that's, maybe they're attempting, they're one of...
Is there a conversation happening? Potentially.
Thought we were going to get a show through without doing this, Sally.
I'm glad that we got to this point. Now I get to have my moment.
Maybe they're about... Let me tell you how that conversation is going to go, Sally. That commander's going to go, can I be your friend? And then that will run him over. And I'll be like, oh, well, there you go. There you go again. What that conversation should start is, let's get to the last one and then say, now shall we talk?
Oh.
Wipe
But then what if you have a really good conversation? And
you had a really good conversation and I'm still alive. I think that's a win for me.
But then they're on their own. don't you feel bad?
Well, only for a little while, because then I'll kill that last one as well, and then they're gone forever. I'm only joking, chat.
All the secrets this commander here has now, what could be, you know?
What could be? Yes, Commander Thorn Rose, and so they were peaceful. Yes, I mean they are peaceful until in fairness, and I'm only teasing, chat. Most of the time, as long as you're okay, and don't try and genetically wipe them out for argument's sake, they do tend to leave you alone. But obviously in this case, Commander Thorn Rose just
need to stop stepping on each other's toes.
Just pass by.
Just
it's a really cool shot though. I really like this. There's lots of cool colours going on here. I like the way it's clearly like you said it there. Like what could be, what could have been.
Yeah.
But there are still commanders out there trying for peace, which is great.
Paramount. Good. Next one.
See, this is incredible.
There we go again with the belts and the
This
rings
reminds me of that first tutorial.
Okay, yeah,
This reminds me of the ice asteroids or asteroids, whatever you want to call them. But it's a really, really cool shot. The lighting's great. It's an action shot. The ship's moving it. I love this. It's was it rule of thirds or something? Someone stellar photographer will tell me this.
Again as well, the colour palette. So when commanders actually, and I'm pretty sure it's purposely done, it's like this is a grey cold scene, and it's all matching up, and it's just so like
and it's a Type 10. Type 10?
I don't even try anymore, if I'm honest, because
Type 10. Look, Type T10 mining. There we go. Got it. There we go. Nailed it. So well done, Commander Yeti. Amazing work. Amazing work. Really cool shot. Thank you very much. Do we have any more? No, that was the last one. Right.
That is stellar screenshots.
That was stellar screenshots. Well done to everybody who has taken part.
Yes.
Remember, we'll be showcasing more of these on our next show, and there'll be some prizes to be won then.
Yes.
In fact, did we not discuss this before? We've got a minute before we move on to the transition, then the guests and other things. We discussed that we were going to revamp the stellar screenshot, maybe like a month, because we were going to move to 4 weeks, adding another prize in, didn't we? I think we did.
We should revisit
just have to throw something under the bus there.
Yeah, you did. You hear it just go.
But yes, we'll come back and we'll carry on doing these. But yes, great stuff. Always love doing stellar screenshots. We're looking to enhance it. So we need to move on to our guests.
To carry us there, we do have one last community segment piece, obviously, so that we do the
seamless switch over.
Yeah, the seamless switch dance shuffle thing
with Happy Adam.
So this is. I love this. This video got me.
Sorry, just reading them in.
Got me pumped.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Commander Aswolf has treated us to a fantastic video, Salvation's Legacy. Going back to your best friend, showcasing some incredible story and stunning locations to be discovered in the game. There's a bit of mystery as well, and a call to arms. Let's play it. Let's go and get Curtis.
Yeah, all right. See you in a short minute.
Project Seraph Log 1. We are working towards the first human-piloted Sargoid vessel. Subject D2's test used the recalibrated couplings. Her introduction to the Sargoid vessel proceeded smoothly. Each day brings us closer to the assimilation of our enemy's primary asset. Their technological secrets. The whereabouts of D2 remains unconfirmed. The witch will not be pleased.
This is Caleb Witcherly, Vice President of Research at Azimuth Biochemicals. I've been assigned oversight of our work with INRA over the next few months. Azimuth's role in the anti-Thargoid initiative is encouraging, but this ongoing war is tiresome. I find the Thargoids' persistent aggression towards us offensive. On that note, Azimuth will help the development of a biological weapon. The live Thargoid test was fascinating, to say the least. The new scar across my face is evidence of that. My recent brush with death served as a reminder of my own mortality. And there is far too much work to do in a typical human lifespan. The mycoid virus will inflict significant damage to not only the mothership, but also its occupants. The mycoid weapon has been successfully delivered by Commander John Jameson. If I must be humanity's salvation, then so be it.
Born from a century of sacrifice.
Starboard markers, but amplified past anything I see.
Weapon down! Now!
I've been established.
Found something, Mr. Tara. Data pulls from an azimuth archiver. Salvation had a failsafe device. Some kind of digital storage for human consciousness. He called it the Nemesis protocol. It must have been activated before the Bright Sentinel was destroyed. The recovery crew only saw corpses, right?
Yeah, the body's ID was confirmed, but the Thargoid showed up before it could be recovered.
Azimuth, under my direction, will be capable of the necessary action to wipe the Thargoid race out forever.
Are you jazzed?
Wow,
after
that is incredible, yeah. Well done. That's a fantastic trailer, but obviously you can watch that at your leisure. Please go and check out the YouTube channel, subscribe to all the good stuff. It's a really, really cool trailer. But what's even cooler is welcome Curtis.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
First time on stream.
Yeah, we are so pleased that you've come on and going to share some of your precious time with us, Curtis, because we've been trying to get hold of you for ages, but you're really busy.
I have been a little bit busy, yeah.
A little bit busy.
Doing quite a lot at the moment.
I was thinking as well, the last time that we actually said was when Darren was on.
Yeah.
And it was when, and we were like, and Darren mentioned you, and then
Yes,
we were
I
like,
remember.
oh, we need to talk more to Curtis. We need to get Curtis, and finally,
Here you are,
we
in the
have
flesh.
Curtis.
Yep.
So can we get some 07s? This is your first stream, right?
Yes.
So this is Curtis's first stream for Frontier?
Yeah.
For
For
Frontier
anything, really.
and for Elite. So big 07s please for Curtis. Curtis, thank you so much for coming on. I know you're a little bit nervous, but don't
Well.
worry. Look, there's already loads of people sending love. Don't worry, you're in the capable hands of two very, very professional individuals
Perfectly
here.
capable today, yeah.
So nothing to worry about. But before we move any further forward, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, Curtis? Like, what's your job role? What do you do here at Frontier?
So I'm Curtis. My job role is full designer. So I do a little bit of everything with design. I've mostly been focusing on scenario design since I joined. So that's handling anything where it's actually what the players play through. So you've got stuff like USSs, they're a scenario, conflict
so you're-
zones, they're a scenario, etc.
With Tom, I'd imagine. 'cause
Yeah,
Tom
me and Tom
talks
spend a
us
lot.
through.
Yeah, we actually work right next to each other, which is
Oh,
quite
really?
helpful. Yeah,
Has
forces
Tom,
me to-
has Tom had a pile of snacks next to him the entire time?
Oh, always, yeah, constantly restocked. He's got a nice little drawer underneath his desk that he just pulls open, and he's just like, "Would
Have
like
you
a
ever
snack?"
seen him in a full trouser?
No, I think the most I've seen is about 3/4 shorts. It was very cold one day, and he came in 3/4 shorts.
Oh, well, everyone's got to keep warm somehow. He must be over the moon because it's Easter, right? So he must be stacked with cream eggs. I bet if you went over there, there must be 1,000 cream eggs over there.
Yeah, just like everything you could ever hope for.
But we're not here to talk about Tom.
No.
If you're watching Tom, love you, Tom. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining. You're obviously full designer, obviously working on Elite Dangerous at the moment. But we get asked this a lot. How did you get into doing what you do? Like, where did this start? Where did this passion come from?
This passion started just from playing games when I was younger. Didn't live in a very populated area, so I didn't get out a lot. So, standard shooting gamer. And then when I went to university, I initially studied astrophysics and computer science.
I didn't know that actually.
Yes.
She just drops this now.
We have a brain. We have a brain on the show. Sally, you never warned me we're having an actual intellectual on the show.
I didn't even think to ask you in advance.
Yeah.
We're in real trouble, Sally, because we're not smart.
Did you?
And now we have a smartie on.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I'm going to be your best friend now.
Sally's so fickle. So fickle.
Me and Curtis have been best friends for ages.
Literally 30 seconds.
Yeah, so I did that, and that sort of like, I joined a few gaming societies and made a load of friends, and we did a lot of discussion about games and what we liked, what we didn't like, and that made me want to try my hand at it. So in my for my dissertation, I made a really bad horror game. But I really enjoyed the process, so I then went on to do my master's in video game design, and I got my job here a couple of months after I finished.
Amazing.
It was the astrophysics thing on there as well, wasn't it? What a combination.
Yeah.
I
And
wonder what you're going to be working on. Oh.
Well,
who knows?
Who would
So, what as a full design, what's your responsibilities? What does that role entail?
it basically entails handling any of the design work that corresponds to actually like stuff that goes into like the final game. So for example, I do a little bit of like text-based designs, like writing out documents for the rest of the team to use to create stuff like, oh, we need this new weapon or something, and then that will be used for someone else to code it, make the art asset, etc. But a lot of what I do is actually in the engine itself. So it'll be like if we're making a level, for example, it'll be placing stuff in the level, or it'll be balancing numbers for like how much damage something should do, or how fast the ship should go, etc.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And are you as mischievous as Tom? Do you do silly things where you like, well, no one's looking, so I'm gonna make was it the confetti gun or something, or the gravity cannon or something?
Confetti cannon.
I don't quite have Tom's flair for that sort of stuff, but I do like to try my hand at experiment with certain things. It's always good to stress test how many capital ships you can get to jump into a scene and see what that looks like, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay, all right. I'd love to come back. Next time you're doing a stress test, just give us a little shout. We'll come running over, have a little look. And what's your favourite part, I guess, is a question I'm going to ask you. What's your favourite part? Oh, apart from obviously coming on the show and meeting Sally and I, but what's your favourite part of working here and I guess on Elite?
I think, my favourite part of working here is everyone. Like, everyone's fantastic. Everyone I work with is great. They're all amazing people. I think my favourite thing about the job is there's always a load of complications when you're making a video game. It's hard work, and working together with people to find solutions for the problem, but not just a solution, but the best solution, and then working towards implementing that, and divvying up the work and everything. I really like the sort of cooperative nature of game design. Well,
you're spoken on very, very highly here, Curtis. That's not me just saying because you're saying everyone said you need to speak to Curtis. You need to get Curtis. Get Curtis. It's like your name is whispered in hallowed halls. Like get Curtis. Go and get Curtis. So cool. Great to see that you're here and understanding about it. If you have some questions for Curtis about maybe just about how to get into games and stuff like that, please feel free to ask him. We're all under pain of death to not give away too much about Update 15, but we have got something for you in a little bit. But we'll come to that in a moment. So, I guess. We should start with what's your history with Elite? When did you join the project, and what areas do you work on primarily?
So I joined a little over a year ago, last January. The main bit that I've been working on currently is stuff to do with the Fargoid War.
Oh, that little bit.
Yeah, just that little bit.
That little bit.
That tiny corner. Yeah. So the first thing I did was actually pre the war. I did the capital ship conflict zones for the Azimuth finale build-up.
Wow. Okay.
So that was the first bit of content that I did that was purely put on my shoulders, and I had to run with it.
How was that when you were given the task? Was it intimidating? I guess it may be a little bit intimidating to.
It was intimidating, but it was very exciting because I love the capital ships in the game. I've loved them for ages. So getting the chance to get them fighting Fargoids was really fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing everyone's reaction when they first jumped into them to see them. It was.
I think when we saw them, obviously behind closed doors the first time, we were just like, wow, this is epic. Like when you jumped in, I think there was 3 capital ships that jumped in first, and then we were getting footage, weren't we, for a little cinematic,
flying around,
and it was just like we didn't want to leave because it just looks so good. It looks like any and every sort of really cool sci-fi movie rolled into one. There's these capital ships just laying into the Thargoids, and obviously that's evolved now. So and obviously they can be attacked by the Thargoids, and the Thargoids can actually knock them out and take them away and stuff like that. But when we first saw it, it was just like, this is insane. This is really, really cool. So yeah, you worked on that. You worked on the Thargoid War. Anything more about like so when you came in? What was happening at that time? So obviously they sort of arrived at the Azimuth finale, right?
Yeah. So well, actually, when I first started, it was I think it was a couple of months in. We got the sort of like the team meeting that explained what we were going to be doing, and that was extremely exciting. And so like knowing that like we were building up to that the whole time was really fun. Having the Thargoids, or the Stargoids as they were called back then, having them come in was really good. I love seeing everyone's speculation about them. They misbehaved a lot when we were making them, but yeah, it was really fun to see how much everyone got into like the sort of like, oh, what's coming.
You saying that has just made me remember you and I.
It was like 11 o'clock at night or something.
Nearly midnight, and we saw the first discovery of somebody's like, oh, what is that? And I don't think you can take that moment away.
No,
really.
it's a really wonderful thing to see, and I guess the question for you is, it must be a proud moment to see that sort of. Yes, they may have caused you a bit of jip getting it to work how you want, but that reaction of seeing people like look at something and go, I wasn't there yesterday, and like, oh, that's moving, but it's moving.
Yeah, it was wonderful to see all the discourse online from our players about it. I remember watching a few streams of people like discussing what they could be and trying to like get close to them and drop out in front of them and all those sorts of lovely shenanigans, which was all great to see.
Yeah,
it was really nice to see the community energized.
Yeah, no, it's really, really cool, and obviously, update 15 looms very, very close. I'm fairly certain that players will that what's inside or whatever they are. It's for you to find out with update 15, and that's all I'll say on that particular moment. We're not going to spoil it, but it's going to be for now. So, as the finale was quite a big deal for all of us actually, because we were all sort of heavily involved in the narrative and the build up to that. But the scenario itself at the end was quite unique in terms of like we had a cinematic that led into then players that were actually in the system. They then dropped into the aftermath of that cinematic. How did you even start to unpick that and be like, okay, we've never done this before, now you're asking me to do this now? Was that like, I'm just going to run and hide, or did you like, is this where I'm going to start from?
So I think my initial reaction when I was told that we were doing that was a bit of stunned silence, because I had no idea at first how we were going to do it. But then obviously the joys of working in a collaborative industry, everyone gets together, and we realized, like not long after we started talking about it, that actually there was some quite like cool, nifty things that we could do that could make it work without it actually being too much hassle in the end. We thought we were going to be spending like weeks just getting it to work, but actually, you know, some people much smarter than me on the code server team were able to pull it all together for us quite quickly, which let us, you know, do a lot of other stuff for it, like all the destroyed scenarios, and make sure that people like dropped in where they should be and that sort of thing, which was really good.
So was there could we ask this to Robin, and one of the questions is like, is there like a eureka moment when you're like, hang on, that's it? Like when you're problem solving something, is there a moment you're like
all the time? You'll spend like, I don't know, like 6 hours like staring at a problem, getting nowhere, and you'll go away, get a cup of tea, or you'll, you know, come back in the next day and it's immediately like you just look at it once and you go, oh, we can just do this, and it's solved like straight away. It's great, but also very frustrating. It's like, why couldn't I have had this like inspiration like 6 hours ago?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's. But then there's the you shouldn't give yourself a hard time. I think everybody does that in every job.
Yeah, I think it's.
So some of the things you've worked on, the enhanced AX modules. Weapons, scanner, of course, the sync launcher. Do you want to talk us through some of those stuff and how they came to be, and the sort of the flow of how you do certain things and why they came to be?
Yeah. So if we look at the enhanced Xeno modules to start with, the main reason we wanted to bring them in is because we knew we were introducing a lot of regions to the players where their Guardian weapons wouldn't be as effective as they have been, because they'll take damage and they'll malfunction.
Wasn't Salvation's fault?
Well, we can debate that later. But we wanted to give players, both old and the ones that wanted to like get into AX for the first time, we wanted to give them something a little bit like meatier than the standard Aegis weapons that we had before. So they came from that, and one of the things that we noticed while we were playing around with them and using them is that the old Xenoscanner was great for its purpose before, when Thargoids would always be passive to start with. I remember, I believe it was Darren actually used to call it a handshake, because the Thargoids would get so close to you to scan you, you would then scan them back, and it was like this sort of mutual exchange. We don't have that anymore. They're a bit more gun-ho.
They're a little bit less friendly.
A little less friendly. So we needed some way for players to still be able to properly use the human weapons, the ones that don't hit scan, basically. So we created the Xenoscanner. Which caused problems for other things, because 2 kilometers is quite a long way to be scanning stuff. That's where that came from. So we still wanted the guardian weapons to be the best. Because you have to work for them, and you can't take that away from the people that have put that effort in. But we wanted to make sure that people coming into it for the first time wouldn't feel like they were too weak compared to all their friends.
I think one of my greatest claim to fame, and it was done, I did it on stream actually, so it's not I'm making it up, you can go back and find it. I did some AX combat, and I actually managed to get a scan of an aggressive Thargoid on my first time actually fighting Thargoids, because I always used to run away, always. Even now I still run away, like I don't like to fight them.
Do you hear that?
Well, not because I don't think they need to be fought, but because I'm just terrible at fighting them. I'm much better at, negotiating from the way back behind the front lines, just commanding from afar.
I know.
It's not retreating, Sally, it's attacking in a different direction.
That.
But I remember getting a scan on an aggressive Thargoid, and even the AX players were like, that's actually pretty cool to do, like, if you haven't done it, because it was really, really difficult. So it's great to have this new scanner in there. You mentioned the knock-on effect about the Xenos scanner. I've got some notes here. Sorry, I should be reading them.
No. We want to know all the stuff.
But adding a longer-range Xenos scanner meant that you had to change the initial design for the generators, because the new scanner ruined the intended experience, made them trivial. So do you want to go through how that works?
Yeah. So anyone that's been to the Maelstroms will have encountered the lovely caustic generators there, and their propensity to blow up in your face if you get too close and don't manage your heat correctly. So our intended gameplay was that you'd have to get quite close to them, which would force you to have to do some kind of heat management, and that was the gameplay: managing your heat without damaging yourself too much, keeping an eye on everything, and that worked great. And then we introduced the enhanced Xenoscanner, and we went and played it and went, 2 kilometers is quite far to be scanning these generators from, because you don't, unless you've got a really hot ship naturally, you don't really have to do a lot from that distance. So we had to come up with a way of masking the generator's emission signature, so that even though you can get it beyond the 500 meters, that you could before, it's still like a lot closer. So that intended gameplay, that sort of loop that we'd already created, that we thought was quite fun and that we thought would be enjoyable, maintained like its purpose.
I guess that's one of the difficulties when you're designing stuff. Is like you design something for a particular purpose, but then it's always the multitude of other scenarios that it can then be involved in, and Elite is anything other than simple. It's probably one of the most complex games I've ever seen.
It is, and the experts out there are you guys a lot of the time as well. And the feedback that we did have from the scanners and any kind of thing that feeds into design and how they then further develop, like we were saying with Tom, you do pay attention to what they say and the feedback that does come back to make the experience as optimal as it can be.
Yeah, we're always looking to our players for like suggestions and like how they feel about stuff. Like we play the game a lot, and we know a lot about the game, but there are people out there that like can just do things that we never imagine. For example, the Hydra was never meant to be soloable by a Sidewinder, but I saw a video of that the other day. They know so much about the game, and they're so good at it.
Never assume a commander cannot do something because I think we've been proven wrong on every level.
SRVs launched from planets onto land on
Every level.
fleet carriers. I've seen everything.
Never.
Planet to planet. Do you remember when we had the permit on HRP 22468?
Yes.
So they launched a SRV off a neighbouring moon.
Straight onto the heavy
It's like,
Yep.
Incredible.
Didn't even think about it. But
I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's a pain in the rear end for all of us, but you've got to admit it was an incredible effort for everybody else doing
It's
it.
great. I loved that. I didn't see
Yeah.
it as a problem.
No, well, it's great
It's
for us,
great.
but I mean, it does cause us a
But
bit of a headache. Do you have a particular favourite scenario you've worked on, and why?
ooh, so of the ones that are out,
Thank you.
the ones that are out.
it would probably be the conflict zones at the star and planet port, specifically the planet port, because atmospheric combat is always wonderful to see.
The cinematic of it as well, like flying between towers and just like...
Yeah, I always love doing them. I especially love doing them. When I play, I try to find them in Empire or Federation systems for that chance at the capital ship coming in above the planet ports.
Do you know what? When we got shown that, and it just like, we were like, oh, this is really cool, and then the cloud appears and this cap ship came out, we were just like, what? It's really, really cool. I've watched some of your test videos as well. You're pretty handy AX pilot. I've seen you take down a few things.
I'm pretty good. I generally am the one that does a lot of the testing for our anything to do with our AX stuff.
So you're quite familiar with sort of the Thargoids as they are, and all their ships and all their variants and stuff like that. Do you have a particular nemesis that you're not a fan of fighting, or is there?
Well, I still can't solo a Medusa. That's my current nemesis. But I think the enemy that actually frustrates me the most is the Regenerator Scout.
Right. Okay.
Because like I'll be about to kill a scout and like I'll start to reload and then I'll hear that noise and its health just starts going up and up and up. And I'm like,
no. And I guess some questions about general narrative threads. The war itself, how do you think the players are doing?
They're doing really well. Yeah, we they started doing a lot better than we thought when it first came out, which was really exciting to see. It was great to see the level of engagement and how well everyone was adapting to all the new scenarios and pushing back and everything. They got a way to go.
Yeah,
you know, there's definitely still more to be done.
I mean, they hit a turning point. They gained +2 systems the other week.
Which is great to see. Yeah,
but they've lost a lot of systems.
Yeah.
Prior to that,
a lot of them are now owned by lots of caustic cabbages now.
Yes, they are. They're there and they're not moving away.
You've got all the terminology nailed, Curtis.
And do you think? And this is, I'm only asking for your opinion here, by the way. Do you think that this war is brought upon by ourselves, or do you think this is always going to be what the Thargos are going to do?
Oh, I mean, it's impossible to know for sure, right? I definitely think it was accelerated by us. I definitely think you try to genocide a people, they're going to have something to say about it.
Yeah.
But also, you know, that doesn't excuse all of the innocents.
One little mistake. So, one little mistake.
3, I'm pretty sure, isn't
I was
it?
going to say, not one, Arthur.
We tried it a couple of times.
What is it? Shame on you?
Fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Something like that.
All right, so we've talked about Thargoids. I take it, were you involved in any design of the other Thargoids and stuff that came in, like the Authorus? I can never say the name correctly. Was that something you took a part in or were involved looking at?
The only thing I really did for the Authorus was testing how easy it was to kill.
Oh, okay.
So that was mostly handled by Tom and Hannah. Mm-hmm. And then when it was in a testable situation, they're like, "Hey, Curtis, can you come and shoot this thing for us, please?"
Oh, right, okay.
Do you know what I'm seeing in the future? I'm seeing an AX stream.
Yeah, I would love to see.
stream.
Would you come in and play with some of the AX guys?
Yeah, happy to.
Yeah. Okay. Right. We're organised.
Put that one down. Oh.
Okay. I know people are arguing about saying I said we'd do more AX streams. We will do more AX streams, but this is my first stream back since then.
Yes, that's
so
right.
I am busy. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, and we're gonna make these monthly meetings, aren't we? So.
But I'm getting a communication. Adam, are you receiving that communication? I think we're getting some footage in from somewhere out in the black. I don't know if have you got it downloaded? What was that? What was that?
I don't know. I've never seen that before.
Not
What was
even
that?
you.
Can we,
No.
Adam? Can we run that again? Well, does that look familiar to you? I've not seen.
No,
what is that?
I've never.
Chat.
I've never seen a
Is this
ship like
something?
that.
Are we?
I don't know. I think we're missing something a little bit. We have like we've got the expert on, and
I mean, that looked.
Even
Whatever
so.
it looked fast. It
yeah,
looked.
looked pretty
That,
quick.
yeah, it's going very fast, especially past that. Past that
Someone
cockpit.
said Uber for Sally. Yes, please.
I don't know what that is. Adam, I'm really sorry to be a pain. Can you play it back? But can you? There's a bit where it goes past the window. Can you slow it down a little
It
bit?
does go.
Oh, just
Is it?
back a bit. I think it was.
Or maybe even now. He comes second time round.
Get ready to pause. There. What are we looking at, chat?
Enhance. Enhance.
Looks like something new to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like something I've seen before.
No. No.
Now that looks particularly aggressive to me.
Yeah, that one wasn't there to shake hands.
No, that wasn't doing any handshaking whatsoever. Maybe it's. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Adam, go back. Go back. There's like two or three frames. It's right by the lower right-hand corner. I'm sure our intrepid commanders will get through this
It's
on
the
their
next-
on socials.
Even the next frame as well.
Oh, slow it down. Oh, what have we got here? That does not look friendly at all. Not sure that is, chat. That definitely isn't a variant I've seen before. So it looks like the Thargoids aren't playing. That maybe.
No, it looks like they've definitely got something new for us, for our commanders.
Okay, right. Okay, yes, I did see it was a Crate Mark II. Yeah, I did notice that. So it's probably why it got destroyed or attacked. Well, it looks like the Thargoids seem to be upping their game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already been tentatively called the Thargoid fidget spinner. I don't think it's going to be as benign as a fidget spinner, but it didn't look particularly benign in that shot there. Anything we can think about? I mean, it looked super fast.
It looked really quick. It looked very aggressive. Definitely wasn't letting up on that commander there.
So I guess we'll have to wait and see what that might be. Perhaps when update 15 drops, maybe we'll see. We'll have some more information on what that is. Interesting. So, any thoughts what you might think that might be?
I don't know.
You don't know. Thanks, Sally. Back to you in the studio. I think it's interesting. I think it looks like, to me, it would appear that the Thargoids are deploying a new variant for whatever
Yeah.
reason. Who knows why?
I'm sure
it
they have a
seems
reason.
from that tiny clip.
They've got a big family, haven't they?
They've got a big family.
I mean,
It seems very aggressive.
Yeah.
It seems like it's got a purpose as well. That thing was moving like it wasn't. It seemed to know what it was doing. We saw the Authoress in the last variant that came out, and that had a particular role to play. So I wonder if this one does as well. We'll have to find out in update 15. But I know for a fact that's not all that comes in update 15. So we'll have to wait and see.
and like you said earlier, there are elements that we are not going to share with you because we want you to experience them first.
Oh yeah.
And it's not because we enjoy hiding stuff from you, it's because we really enjoy seeing your reaction to discovering yourself.
There's been a history. I mean, maybe you're aware. Like I would say, maybe you're aware. I mean, you are aware that it was with Azimuth. But as a player, I was aware of it when the first Thargoid interdiction took place, and that I think it made the BBC News. But we've always maintained that player-first attitude of when there's a big moment, it is for you, the players, to experience it.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this much, chat. There is a big moment in Update 15, and it will be for you to experience that we are not going to spoil. So what we just showed you there appears to be extras. so
Little Thargoid cherry on top.
a little Thargoid cherry on top.
Anyone that missed it? The date was revealed.
The date was revealed yet, so
the
we are
live stream.
tentatively targeting May the 9th
Yes.
for the update. Obviously, we had the coronation on May the 8th, so we can't do it then because
No.
the king's getting crowned or whatever
Yeah.
he does. We get the day off. basically, is what it means. So that's happening. We can't talk about too much of the contents because, again, to go back to the previous statement. But can we run that clip again, Adam, just to have a little look? See if there's anything else we can...
He loves it. If we get off this first frame, go into the next one.
Oh, it's close there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Can you get it? Can you go back a little bit?
There.
Oh, yeah, that's a good shot. That looks... Oh, that looks violent. This thing looks violent.
I think it.
What could it be?
I don't think he's got peaceful intentions.
That looks... Look at all those... Oh.
Wow.
I think it looks like it cut through your ship. Yeah, not keen on that. I'm not going to... Well, look, for all you peace-loving Thargoid people out there, if you want to go out there and shake hands with that thing, you can.
I think it looks elegant and beautiful.
Do you know how people got bitten by spiders, Sally? They picked them up. I said, don't pick them up. You hit them in a newspaper. Make sure
Spider-Man got bit by one, and it turned out quite fun for him. So.
Sure. Ooh. Take the human race as a context, and that's a 1 billion to 1 shot. I'm not going to be shaking hands with that thing. Maybe Dalton Chase will go out there and say hello.
Dalton?
Where is Dalton? Probably in a bunker somewhere, writing his next mission.
Where's Dalton?
So, some speculation, and obviously we're teasing you, chat. We know what this is, and we are under strict instructions not to tell you. So we're not, but we did want to show you something. You've been involved in this quite heavily.
Yes.
Will you come back and talk about it once Update 15 is out, so we can go through about the design of this particular Thargoid? I'm sure chat would love to have you come back so we can talk about it. But you've been heavily involved in this one, so we'll go into more details about it. Without talking about this specific thing, what do you enjoy most about the process of this sort of stuff, like designing something like this?
I think I love seeing all the different iterations. We try so many different things at the start, and then you pick the one that we feel is best or most right for the game. And getting to see all these different ideas thrown about by everybody is great. And then, obviously getting to play with it is always great fun.
Is it wild to see it in the wild? Like, I saw this on paper, and now here it is doing stuff.
Yeah, it's always great to see like what you've made actually out there and being enjoyed by players. It's always wild to think that only a couple of weeks ago you were like tinkering away with it, making sure that it was exactly how you wanted it, and then you send it out and everybody gets to enjoy it.
Cool. Well, I'm sure there'll be speculation on this. I'm sure people will pull apart this video. We'll probably stick it out on social, I'd imagine, so you to have a little look at, or you can clip it from the stream. There'll be some speculation. I know you're really, really busy. I know you've got loads to do still. So it is a little bit of a short and sweet interview, but that's because the proviso was I'd drag you back for after Update 15 so we could talk at length about all the other stuff that's in 15.
I'm game for that.
Chat, would you like to have?
So happy.
Would you like to have Curtis back, chat? Please put 07 if you would in the chat.
Oh, please.
You have a question for us? We're not going to give away anything for 15 or what you've just seen. But yes, they all want you back. Look, lots of love there for Curtis.
I'm just glad we got you on.
Yeah, I know you're so
really
busy. And there's lots of stuff you've been working on for Update 15, of which what we've just seen is a part of it. I actually generally am hyped for the players for what's coming for 15, so I'm super excited. I haven't asked you this question. I know you have to do a lot of testing with Thargoids, and we've discussed you're a pretty handy AX pilot. You pro Thargoid, pro peace, pro war?
Oh, it's a big question.
I feel like peace should always be the end objective. Sometimes you
have
to
through war, through superior firepower.
Sometimes you need to get it at the end of a gun. That doesn't mean you have
or
to
a missile,
or a missile, or a Gauss cannon, or
whatever.
You fire it into the air.
Yes, to celebrate having beaten them.
Peace.
So, all right, cool.
Did we ask what's your favourite ship?
Oh, please.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
if I could only fly one ship,
go on.
It would be the Crate Mark II.
Oh no! That's the worst thing you could have said.
I'm really sorry,
Curtis,
Jack.
take it back.
Curtis can't come back
Wow.
after update. This has been a real shame.
That's the
I do
worst
AX in a
thing
chieftain though.
Of course you do, because it's the best ship in the game. Great Mark II. It was going so well,
dear.
Curtis. We had a rapport.
Sorry about that. I feel like
You're not sorry. You're not sorry.
For that one, I wasn't expecting that. Cool.
Do you have any questions for Curtis whilst we got him for today, or should we release him back into the wild?
No,
well, we can't
should
release him. We've got to
let
stay to the end.
because
To be
to
fair.
be fair, there's not long left until update 50. With the speed that everything's going right now, we should really let Curtis have his rest, I think, because
We
he's
will
got
do.
a long couple of solid weeks. How long was it?
Listen, Blue, Grey Media, I know you'd all choose between Curtis. I know Curtis would win. I know. I know you all hate me.
But we got a lot to recap, to be fair.
We have got a fair bit to recap. Do you want to start doing a recap?
I mean, there's a lot of events. Well, I say there's a lot of events. There's the event on May the 4th at the London Science Museum.
Yep.
If you're going, let us know. Remind us who's going in the chat. We'll be there with Elite Dangerous to talk about how it's developed and how incredible it is, because we love it. So if you're going, we'll see you there. The partner programme, don't forget, if you were unsuccessful last time round, you're now able to apply again, and our criteria to hit for YouTube content creators has changed. We'll submit that in writing to you. We did go over it at the start of the show, but I'll pop a little forum post up or something on social just to remind you of that.
Sure.
Yep.
We're moving the show from being once every 2 weeks to once every 4 weeks. That gives us a chance to put together a bit more content for you, a bit more behind the scenes stuff. That's the plan. But we're going to be readjusting the seasonal Twitch drops. They will return as well. They're just doing testing at the minute. We have a whole suite of those put in. We will return with this wonderful man again on we had the date, 18th, wasn't it, of May?
18th of May.
18th of May
yes.
will be the next one with Curtis. We can confirm will be Curtis, unless he's obviously not available. I'm sure we'll find a way. We'll just go to his house. So that'll be fine. So that's coming up. Update 15 is arriving on, all being well, May the 9th. Obviously, if things change, we will let you know. You had a little sneak peek of one of the things that is in Update 15. Who knows what it is? We'll play the clip at the end so you can have another look at whatever this might be doing. There is lots of other things going up there. 15 is a big one. There's stuff in there that is only for players to see first. Once it's done, we'll talk about it at length. So that is coming May 9th. Galnet, we had a roundup from the I won't go through.
Oh, yeah, we've got Paul's Galnet roundup coming on Friday anyway.
Yeah, so he'll
make sure you check that one out.
All that
Friday
stuff's
tomorrow,
going in there.
isn't
It is Friday tomorrow, yeah. For some might say the start of the weekend, Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've gone through a lot of Commander highlights. We had the bucketball racing, which just started. The first Empire Hustle was started and finished. There's some highlights in there to look at. There's some great YouTube videos to look at we've got.
There's loads going on.
There's loads of
really,
stuff.
really nice.
High rate videos out. The expedition is coming up for the Discovery Expedition for the Stellarium by Sky Zeno's coming. Bubble News Radio's launched. We couldn't play the clip because it's got a naughty word in it. The ECM is back. Tickets are limited, 19th of August.
I
Make sure you're getting them.
Gone now, actually.
Probably are gone now. Yeah, please get in there.
If they're not, go.
And you're not going to spit on me again when I mention Coachella, are you?
I'm really going to try not to. Sorry about that.
There is the Independent Explorers Association have created their own version of Coachella, so you can go and have a look at that, where 23 Odyssey vistas will be visited. Starting on 1900 UTC, 30th of April.
Amazing.
So that's all of the updates. I want to thank you again, Curtis, for coming on. I know it's your first ever show, and I know it's a bit. Can I just say, chat? Curtis done so well because so much he's not allowed to say, and we had to sit there and be like, right, okay, we have to work this very carefully. We want to show something, but we can't say about it. You've done a great job. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Chat have absolutely loved you being on.
You've been a natural, Curtis. It's always, a big deal coming on for your first live streams. There's so many of you out there that join us. It's great.
And when we have you back on the 18th, you'll be able to talk. At least you'll be able to talk about the stuff that you've been working on. Because it is, there's a lot of stuff you've been working on. So we'll have you talking about in depth. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I want to thank Adam for being the happiest producer I've ever had the chance to work with on the stream. No, I don't.
You're pushing your
I know, I'm
luck
pushing it.
tonight.
He's going to walk out in a minute.
Yeah.
I'd also like to thank the wonderful mods who are on all of our
You're
stream.
all great.
Thank you for joining us. I want to thank Sally for putting the show together as always, and for being an incredible host with the most. And of course to all the viewers for joining us on another live stream. We'll be back on the 18th, but stick around because we will be doing a raid for you. So 07 Commanders, we will see you on the 18th post update 15. Hold on to your butts. It's going to be a big one.
Bye. 07 even.